Are you ready for some positive news about the world? I know I am. Hi, my name's Christine L. Conroy. Welcome to Happy Stuff and Fluff, a channel for women over 50 who are getting happy and growing younger. And I was having a conversation with someone who was expressing the fact that they fear for their grandchildren who are going to be growing up in this dreadful world that we all live in. And I was thinking about this afterwards, after I'd watched the news. And I was thinking, do you know what? It isn't a dreadful world. We don't live in a dreadful world. There are 7 billion people in this world, and the majority of them are good people. We only get to hear about the bad on the news. I've said this before. And we live in a beautiful world. But sometimes because of the news, we can have a tendency to forget that and to become quite depressed about it, as I said in this video. I'll leave a link here. Well, 2 things I want to suggest to you. One if you live in the UK, one if you live in the US, although I get both of these things, is to subscribe to some good news magazines. And I want to tell you about one. The first one is actually called Positive News. Now, it's a magazine, real life magazine that you can have delivered. I think it's 4 times a year, but also you can have you can subscribe to them and they will send you a roundup of all the positive news that's happened in the world that week. Now, they call themselves the magazine for good journalism, and they're all about the good things that are happening when much of the media is filled with doom and gloom, which of course we know. So they are dedicated to independent reporting about what's going right, and obviously the independent bit is important. They consider themselves to be constructive journalists, and by that they mean they focus on progress, possibility and solutions, which of course we do too in positive psychology and on Happy Stuff and Fluff, which is why they appealed to me originally. So, as I say, you can subscribe to them and you will get to hear some of the good things that are going on in the world for the environment, for society, and so on. I'll leave a link to them down below. And the other one is a magazine called Yes. And as I say, I think that's based predominantly in the US. Now, they again are independent and non-partisan. And they call their journalism explanatory journalism, which analyses societal problems in terms of their root causes, but explores opportunities for systemic structural change. And their reporting they call solutions reporting, which spotlights the ideas and initiatives going on around that are about building a better world, which is of course exactly what we want to hear about. So they also address economic, political or dominant issues of the day, economical, political and social, and consider alternative ways of thinking that can produce a more earth-friendly world. So these are just 2 magazines, either one or both, that you could have delivered into your inbox once a week, that gives you, as I say, the roundup of what good has happened in the world, so that when you sit down to listen to the usual doom and gloom news, you have something to balance that out and remember, and help you to remember that in fact we do live in a wonderful world. Okay. I'm going to leave this one here. Let me know if you subscribe already to them or if you think you might like to. And in the meantime, if you haven't done already, subscribe to my newsletter and get some happy stuff in your inbox too. Okay. Oh dear. Yeah, I know. Okay, so until next time, remember that on the Happy Stuff and Fluff, we are getting happy and growing younger. See you soon. Bye-bye.